addiesdive is back at it again with another great homage. And my friends at addiesdive send me this watch to review in. I can keep the watch. I don't have to send it back, but you know how it goes, guys. My opinion is my own, and I won't be biased with any of this. So without a further ado, let's go straight into the video. This is the packaging, what you get, a nice box, cards, tool, what you get, and of course, the linked, uh, the bracelet was fully linked, and I resized it for my own wrists, so I can demonstrate you guys how the fit is with this watch. Well, I have this watch only for a couple of days, so I haven't really had the chance to get a fully uh, review for the wearing experience, but I will post another review after a few months because I would definitely be wearing this one out, guys, because come on, look at this red dial. And I changed my POV action. Let me know if you like this a little bit more, like a little bit more head from above, eagle eye instead of the side, I think this is a little bit easier for you guys and more uh, more cleaner as we speak. This time I will try to not talk too much out of the context here. Addiesdive, let's get it. I'll get my checklist. Yeah, what do we have here? The addiesdive 36mm Datejust Homage AD2073. What do we have here? Well, my first impressions right away is very funny because I just got into collecting watches, but let me say almost 10 years ago when I was still a teenager and I was an AliExpress junkie because I just discovered AliExpress. Like, you know, what they were in the music videos, the Rolex, the Ice Out Rollies. I bought one for $5 and now we meet again. This is not Gen, guys. This is a lowest tier rep, but look at it. I would wear this 10 times more often than this. I would never wear it. I never wore it. I took the Jubilee, fake ass Jubilee bracelet from this Fugazi ass watch, and I don't know exactly what I did with it, but this is what it's left. It's laughable, but this is a very, very fake thing. I cannot call this a watch because it is not telling time anymore. But anyway, fun little fact. I had that, and then this one came up. My good friends at addiesdive offered me this one, and I immediately said yes, because why not? Red was my favorite color, still is. It looks good on my skin complexion now, as you see. And I am a very fan of this very deep, I don't know if I can call it cherry, but almost like brownish burgundy hue under it, the tone. But yeah, I really liked it. It's actually is smaller than 36mm, and I will tell you later why. So I'll just read more of the specs. No micro adjust, sadly, but you got the micro adjust tool. So yes, micro adjust, but not the one that I had in mind. That was the OTF. Tool is free clasp, but that comes with higher tier watches such as San Martin or Watch Knives. But anyway, I'll start with the specs. Let me get the specs for you guys. I'll just read it before I will comment on it because otherwise it will get a very long specs sheet. Well, on the side it says the 10.6mm ultra thin sweeping second quartz movement watch paired with a 75 tooth bezel sapphire glass and a gradient enamel sunburst dial. Okay, and that's all in red. Let me start off with the dimensions then. 36mm case. So that's the let me use this. 36 millimeter case. Bezel diameter, the diameter is actually 35 millimeter. That is correct. The case thickness 10.7 millimeters. That's actually quite thin. So thumbs up for that. Log width is 20 millimeters and weight is about 107.5 gram. Okay, we have the weight too. For the other specs, it has a Japanese VH31 sweeping second movement. So that's quartz for if you don't know it, guys. But that's a quartz movement that is ticking 4 times per second. The half of a PT5000, for example, that will tick 8 times a second, or in my Miura 9000 series. Let me look further. 360L stainless steel casing and material. The watch has a sapphire crystal and a water resistance of 100 meters. Luminous BGW9, blue super luminous, and the crown is Screwdown. It has a screwback case as well. Okay, that's all for the specs. Let me get back to my checklists. Okay, I will personally caliper all the measurements for you guys. But before I do, I want to do a quick comparison. I have my a part of my collection right next to me. So that will just give you a little bit insight. This is a 36 millimeter watch. I'll compare it to a 34 millimeter watch. I will center it for you guys so it's more proportionate. And you can see the difference, not quite much. Side profile. Okay, now I have a 35 millimeter watch, the Tissot PRX, as we all know. Review is coming up soon. As you can see, it's almost identical. The dial, as you speak, is, I think, almost the same diameter. And the case is just like another construction matter. But as you can see, not that much far apart. Then we have the San Martin, I think SN1 or 0144. And from my top of the head, I don't know exactly. I think 144, SN144, yeah. But I did a video on this one, 36 millimeter ultimate Gara final boss. As you can see, it eyes a little bit bigger than the Datejust homage, because the case, it says 36 millimeter, but I think it's a little bit smaller. And look to look has a big difference as well. So you can see the comparison. And then just for the lulz, because this is a red dial on this too, the limited edition Seiko speed timer, European edition, latest model. I will upload review soon of this one too, so stay tuned. Yeah, 39 millimeters versus 35.5 millimeters. Very nice. I just want to make clear, I'm not gang related. I am not a blood, but I like these deep red colors. So yeah, with that out of the way, I will just remove this from the cushion so I can give you guys the specs. I'm just adjusting with the new POV. So I've got my caliper. First things first, it says, okay, for the bezel, it is like 35 spot on. The case, if I measure it from here, it almost gives 36. Depends on where you hit it, but that's quite hard with this angle. But it will barely hit 36, so it stays under 30, 36. I'll go for the thickness. 10.5, wow, instant. Look to look for you guys. I'll try my best to do this for you. 41 and a half. Okay. 41 and a half. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just adjusting to this new POV thing. Forgot to remove one light, so I'll do just that. I should do lights. Okay. I think you want to know the bandwidth as well. That would be 20. 20, yeah, yeah. I'll just measure the band as well. Yeah, that's about 20, okay. Yeah, if you want to know the clasp too, and there's some people that want to know the clasp. You'll never know. 18. 18 for the clasp. Then the screw down thingy, 5? 6. 6. It's about 6 millimeters. Okay, with that out of the way, I'll just place this here. Okay. Well, with that out of the way, my impressions about everything. Well, the dial is the star of the show. I like how how addiesdive did the logo very well, executed it like a champ. Really, um, the previous logo, I was not a big fan of. I don't know, it looked very cheap. It was not my cup of tea. But this, look at this, guys. Come on, this is very classy, classy. This is something that you Hefner would wear. Um, or just, you can wear this too in your robe. You can buy a black robe or a burgundy red robe, smoke your cigar, and live in your mansion or wherever you live. If you're homeless, you can still buy this because right now this is just for over $70, but the website tells me that you will get big discount. And that means for $60 or less, you can buy this watch, guys. That's insane. VH to the one movement. Okay, I'll show you the case back because I haven't shown you yet, but well, it is the best. Look at that, guys. All the specs on the back, in case you forget. I'll just read what it says. Stainless steel, sports diving, waterproof. Okay, 100 meter. Adhesive. Okay, not bad. Stainless steel. Clasp is signed as still has sticker because I'm clumsy. Adhesive signed clasp. Then it's not a toolless adjustable micro adjust, but you can still micro adjust the hell out of it because you have 5 holes, I think. So yeah, you can get a pretty perfect snug fit on this. Plus the J-style bracelet is also adjustable, of course, and it is very articulate. As you can see, so this would fit most wrists, especially small wrists. So addiesdive is taking a huge W with this one because I know a lot of people with small wrists would want to get into this watch. And yeah, it just looks amazing. I don't know what else to say because yeah, you have most of these watches, especially homages of the Datejust Rolex. First glance, what I would think is try hard, because yeah, another guy with a Datejust. So what? It's not even exciting anymore. It's not, at least from where I'm come from. It's like, but when you see this, okay, first glance you think they just 36, but then you see, oh, no Rolex logo. What is that? Then you see, oh, the indices are like a little bit different. Hands are different. Oh, no crown. I see. What's that? Cursive. Eddie's dunk. Eddie's dive. Eddie's dive. Oh, okay. Yeah. And you see, it's very simple. It's on a budget. You could get bougie on a budget. And yeah, I think Eddie's dive is nailing it with watches like these. I will make some on-wrist shots, B-roll, so you can see how it would fit on somebody like me. No, I'm not a PIMP, but this watch will let me think that I am one. No, I'm just kidding, guys, but I used to be a 50 Cent fan when I was young, so bear with me. I'll look at my checklist again because I'm rambling. Case size. Yeah, the case size, 35. Well, for my wrists, I got a 16.5 centimeter wrist. This is just perfect, spot on. I'll demonstrate you right now. It's a little bit hot, so my wrist is a little bit swollen up. But here it is, guys. Look at it. It wears perfectly on my 16.5 centimeter wrist. Let me give you another angle to get low as possible so you can really see. I don't know why, but I'm thinking of the Erebus. Erebus because, I don't know, it just resembles the Erebus. Well, this is just a Datejust homage, but I might be biased. Shout out to Jody, by the way. But you can see this fits my wrist perfectly. And I would say if you have a bigger wrist than mine, for example, a 7-inch or 17 centimeter wrist, this would also fit you, and maybe even bigger wrists than that. What else can I say about this watch? Because I already talked about the specs. I will get one more time the spec sheets. VH31. It is a very reliable movement because it is quartz. So it won't need any servicing. Only thing you have to do is replace the battery for like a couple of years, 3 years, 5 years tops, depending. And for example, I have this watch dives watch that uses the same exact movement, VH31. And let me tell you guys, it is more accurate than most of these automatic movements. And most of the time it is a slim quartz movement, so that means that the case also can be quite thin. Or at least it could be produced thin, but some manufacturers choose not to. For example, for a diver, you could make the diver as thin as the movement actually, basically, technically. But do they do that? Most of the time, no. They might get a millimeter or two max from the total height. But even that is noted. So my mouth is running noticeably. For example, my guys that know Tudor Black Bay Pro, it is a thick slab. And some people say it's only 1 or 2 centimeters taller than the rest. Well, those 1 or 2 centimeters, you can feel those extra centimeters. So yeah, I appreciate the thinness, slimness of this watch because there are a lot of 35 millimeters. For example, Tissot with their PRX, and the PRX is amazing, but the PRX is just 35 millimeters in diameter, but it has a thickness of around 12 millimeters, and it is very noticeable when I'm wearing it, especially with this very thin bracelet, integrated bracelet design. The bracelet links are very thin, and it just throws the whole proportion and ratio off, and that makes the watch top heavy. This watch, you can argue, is it top heavy? Well, maybe because of the links. They are, I assume, hollow links, but that is not an issue because I actually like my bracelet hollow links because that just makes the watch lighter, and the comfort would be a little bit better for my own experience. Just look at those Seikos, and I know Seikos are not are not big for the bracelets, especially the lower tier models, but their bracelets, I like their bracelets a lot. They look amazing. They feel amazing for me because I know it's light. It has a nice fit. And I don't know, it's just carefree. If I smash anything, I'm not worrying. I can just buy a new replacement, or if you want something, uh, sorry guys, something with a little bit more heft, go buy a Uncle Seiko bracelet or Uncle straps. Uncle, Uncle bracelet. Is that the right? Yeah, the Uncle brand has a lot of nice bracelets for almost any brand. So, yeah, but I wouldn't do that for this watch. This watch is perfect as its own, how it is coming straight from the box. I didn't do anything, only removed like 5 links for my small wrist. And it is perfect, guys. Come on. I'll give you a close look at this watch. Screw down crown. That is a plus because if you're about to swim, I don't know if you would swim with this, but okay, if it is raining and you screwed your watch in on a rainy day, you will be covered. Look at that, guys. A true 35mm watch. This is perfect for my fellow small wristed peers out there. And I know that you're watching because you know that I have a small wrist like yours. For my big wristed fellows out there, I am jealous of you guys. You can pull off the bigger watches, but yeah, that's just natural selection, I guess. I'm rambling again. Look with 20mm. That makes this little guy a strap monster for you guys that are heavy into straps. 107 grams. Wow, that is actually light. So that means that it is indeed hollow linked, but that's not a problem for me. PGW9, very good as well. I will provide you with a loom shot, which I will do right now. Let me just charge it with my normal flashlight and not blue light flashlight, because yeah, this channel is not running that good. But if this channel will make the revenue, I promise you guys I will buy that blue light, ultraviolet light lamp from AliExpress. If you just use my link, please guys, it would help the channel a lot. Okay, I think it's loaded enough. Time for the review. Oh, camera shaking. No, that's not good. And lights off. Wow. Look at that. I'll turn off my iPad as well. That is a proper loom shot. I cannot describe. In real life, the loom is even heavier than this. Okay, let me turn my iPad on again. I'm amazed, guys. Again, it's just banger after banger after banger because addiesdive is doing something here. They are listening to the people. People are buying the models that they want, because most of the time, let's face it, this is the AliExpress market right here. So AliExpress, what are they known for? Cheap, reliable budget. And this is what they offer, a very reliable watch for the price that you pay. So the ratio actually is quite high, the ROI. That means that the amount of watch that you get for what you pay is on par with what you actually pay, and not for example, a Swiss watch brand that charges multiple Ks for a Swiss made watch, which is more than 50% produced in lands like China, for example. But I won't go into that discussion because that's a deep rabbit hole. I am very happy, guys, friends at addiesdive. I appreciate you guys. If you want to send me more watches, you're always welcome, of course. And look at this dial. I'm very happy. I will just get my checklist one more time again. What can I say? What can I say? Reflection. This thing is not reflecting at all in real life. But I might be wrong, of course. VH31 movement on par. It is all you need, basically. I would, you know what? I would crown this one for now as current number one Gada under the $60. If I get a better watch at a better price, I will let you guys know. But for now, this is the number one Gada. Yeah, this is the number one Gada under $60. Because right now you can get this watch at a discount as well, which will make it $60. Gada, done deal. Yeah, what can I say more about this very classy watch? Classy. If I have this watch or I'm wearing this watch, I would probably think that I own a yacht, but I'm not owning anything. But that's not a problem. This watch will save you a lot of money. Scratch that, they just itch. But for my other guys that really, wants to go the official way, wants their Rolex, I respect the hustle. Watch collecting is a hobby, a sport, and you have to respect it because not everybody would have the same thoughts as you. And that's just how it is, because that's how life is. Do I see any misalignments? Well, if I have to be very critical, I'll show you guys. Do you see any misalignments? Nope. I think that my memory is running off, so I'll just end the video here. This is a perfect watch, guys. Buy it, and I'll see you in the next one.